Welcome everybody to another video of Ancient Greece Reloaded. Today we will try to explain why many ancient heroes were able to wield superhuman powers and why many of them were also able to live for centuries. By the way, if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so as to stay tuned for upcoming videos. Before we begin, I would like to clarify that in this video we do not follow the official accepted norm in regards to history and mythology. With the term official accepted norm, we mean the stuff that is taught in schools or universities, and is also the general accepted norm by the academic societies. In contrast, we will follow what we call the mythological timelines. That out of the way, let's go! If you study ancient Greek mythology or any mythology all around the globe, you will see that there are many heroes of the distant past that were able to wield superhuman powers, and many of them had a ridiculous long longevity. Well, as long as they did not die in battle. For instance, if you carefully study Hercules, you would be able to see that apart from the fact that he wielded godlike powers, his heroic deeds extended in a time frame of centuries. Something that has also left the official academic society baffled, and some academics propose that Hercules might have been a general term used for extraordinary heroes, rather than just one individual, so as to explain the time frame of his active duty. Obviously, the academic society has not reached any agreement whatsoever. For the people that like to study the Bible, an example would be Methuselah, who lived close to 1000 years. And if you study Chinese, Indian, Nordic, Persian, Egyptian mythologies and every mythology all around the world, you will come across many ancient heroes that were ridiculously powerful and had an enormous long lifespan. All of this brings us to the question, how can this be? The key in answering this question can be found in Hesiod's 5 Ages of Man. If you look in our video description below or just check out the list of our videos, you will find one of our videos that is called The 5 Ages of Man and Atlantis. In this video we go in great detail about the 5 Ages of Man, and if you did watch it, then you should be able to realize that the farther back we go in regards to the 5 ages, the stronger they were and the longer they lived. For instance, the Golden Age lived for 1000 years. The term 1000 should not be taken literal, but in a metaphorical manner, since here 1000 symbolizes immortality. On the other hand, the Silver Age, when reaching 100 years, started to decay very fast. In this case, the term 100 stands for a finite number of years. It could be 10,000 years or 5,000 years, but they were not immortal. And the closer we come to our Iron Age, the fewer years humans lived. And in terms of power, the older the age of mankind, the stronger the powers they would be able to wield. Even during the Heroic Age, many heroes were able to defeat enormous monsters, or also stand their ground against various gods. For the records, the Trojan War falls in the period of the Heroic Age. Hercules was a hero who belonged to the Bronze Age, something we can safely conclude by the fact that he participated in the Gigantomachy. As a side note, all of this has already been explained in the aforementioned video of the 5 Ages of Man and Atlantis. Hence, since Hercules belonged to the Bronze Age, meaning he had an enormous lifespan, he was active from the time of the Gigantomachy up to the time close to the Trojan War, meaning he was active for a few thousand years. You should also keep in mind that the borders of moving from one age to another are blurry, and are basically defined by some major historical, mythological events such as the War of Athens versus Atlantis, the Trojan War, the Titanomachy, the Gigantomachy, etc. Nevertheless, to provide a more complete answer to the original question, the reason why the ancient heroes of mythological times were so powerful and had such enormous lifespans can be explained in 2 points. 1. It is the fact that the newest age of man was always a downgraded version when compared to the previous age. For example, the Golden Age could be categorized like a godlike age of man, in terms of looks, power, strength, lifespan, knowledge, etc. When comparing the Bronze Age with the Golden Age, there were dimensions apart, with the Bronze Age being a complete downgraded version. The other key point is what we call the bloodline of the gods. You see, even until the Heroic Age, many gods would have descendants with mortal women. These children were able to wield godlike powers, e.g. Hercules, Dionysus, and many others. Even the grandchildren of them, although the bloodline of the gods was thinning out, they still were able to perform amazing deeds. Unfortunately, the Iron Age, which is us today, is the absolute downgraded version of all the previous ages, and even if many humans today might have some traces of the godly bloodline, it is so thin that it is barely traceable when compared with the previous ages. That being said, let us finish with the following saying: do not let your tongue outrun your mind. Helon of Sparta. That being said, remember guys to hit the like button and to subscribe to our channel, it would help us a lot. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.